Welcome to Bible at the Bunk. Here we are in Honesdale, Pennsylvania, with our special guest, Rabbi Dr. Jeffrey Coburn, head of school at North Shore Hebrew Academy in Great Neck, New York.
Very happy to be here.
Great to have you this morning.
Thank you.
Chapter 15 in the Book of Kings is a chapter where we seem like just overwhelmed by new kings coming in, new kings coming out. It's out of order. It's also kind of confusing to read. One thing that we see in the middle of this chapter, there's a continuing civil war between Asa, the king of Yehudah, and Baasha, the king of Israel. And at one point in time, when Baasha has the upper hand, Asa goes to an Aramean king, Ben-Hadad, and bribes him to kind of help him, and ultimately he then is able to gain the upper hand in this struggle. Let's think about what this all means for the Israelites and the kind of political ramifications here. It's kind of depressing to see them engaging in this realpolitik and the foreign entanglements and the necessity of bringing in a foreign influence in order to engage in the civil war. But on the other hand, it shows that actually they're real people, they're a real nation. What do you think about that kind of foreign influence?
There's a couple things I think going on here. When there was one united kingdom, there were also foreign entanglements, but they weren't so tangled, right? When there was one king, when Solomon was the king, he could marry the daughter of Pharaoh, he could marry the daughter of this one, and everything was great. And other kings, the Queen of Sheba came to him in tribute. So when your power is consolidated, your connections with foreign powers are much less complicated. And if there's war, then you can handle it. But once the kingdom is split, then it's like, going to mommy, going to daddy. Everything is split. Each side is trying to pick outside foreign aid from different countries and playing one across the other. And it's almost a Cold War or a hot war that you see going on here. I think that's part of what leads to all of this confusion, that each side, and this ultimately is what's going to lead to the downfall of the whole kingdom, when the Jews are so fractured and so spread out that outside foreign...
It's no longer, right, it doesn't feel like an alliance in any kind of way. There's just the mediator in what is, an internal struggle. And that's really the depressing nature of kind of what's happening here.
I mean, even before, when the Jews were conquering the land in the time of Joshua, they were dealing with foreign powers that were stronger than them. Then they ascended, and they were in charge, and everything was great, and that peaks with Solomon, and then it all kind of starts to, this is when it starts to fray and fall apart. We have to see what happens next. It's going to get more complicated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.